Okay children, let us continue with the nucleophilic addition reactions. Some of the reactions I discussed in the previous video. I have told about the nucleophilic addition, and we have written the nucleophilic addition reaction with reference to HCN, hydrogen cyanide. Now we are going to see other important nucleophilic addition reactions. The second one, we are going to talk about sodium bisulfite. Nucleophilic addition reactions. Let us discuss with another important compound, sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite. NaHSO3. So this is sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite NaHSO3. For my convenience, I am splitting sodium bisulfite like this. So hydrogen is positive here, SO3 Na minus. So this is negative here. So here, so this is nucleophile. It is a nucleophile. It is a nucleophile. Sodium bisulfite, hydrogen is positive. SO3 Na is negative, which is going to attack the electron deficient carbon. Let me see the reaction now. I am starting with acetaldehyde. CH3, C double bond O hydrogen. Already I told about the polar nature of carbonyl group. Polar nature. Polar nature of carbonyl group. What is that actually? Development of partial positive and negative charges. Development of partial positive and negative charges development of partial positive and negative charges over the respective atoms due to electronegativity difference. Due to electronegativity difference. So what is polarity? So carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones are polar in nature. Why? What is polar nature? Development of partial positive and negative charges. When partial positive and negative charges will develop? When there is a difference in electronegativity between the two atoms. What are the two different atoms here? One is carbon, another one is oxygen. So both are differing in their electronegativity value. When you talk about the electronegativity value, that is tendency to pull the bonded pair of electron. Oxygen is highly electronegative. Oxygen is having a greater tendency to pull the electron pair towards itself. As a result, it gains partial negative charge because it is pulling the electron pair towards itself, thereby gaining partial negative charge. On the other hand, carbon is losing the electron pair. So it is losing the electron pair partially. So it develops a partial positive charge. So one of the bonded pair of electron is pulled by oxygen. As a result, what will happen? You will be getting CH3 CO negative, carbon will be positive. So towards the other side, hydrogen. So there will be electron deficient carbon. Electron deficient carbon. So carbon is electron deficient here. So what is that? Nucleophile is ready to give the electron pair. So nucleophile is ready to attack the electron deficient carbon. Thereby compound formation is taking place. Let me check the reaction now. CH3 C double bond O hydrogen. What is the reaction I am writing? What is the reagent we are going to use here? Sodium bisulfite. So this is the nucleophile here. So this is nucleophile. It will go and attack the electron deficient carbon. So it will go and attack the electron deficient carbon. So what is the compound we are getting here? CH3, CH. This hydrogen will be added towards the oxygen. So what is that you will be getting? OH one side, towards the other side SO3Na. So here what is that? Carbon is electron deficient. So it is having a positive charge. So negatively charged, that is nucleophile, will attack the positively charged carbon. So what is the compound? As the parent is acetaldehyde here, what is the product obtained here? Acetaldehyde bisulfite. Because you are adding bisulfite. Is it not in bisulfite? Sulfite ion is a nucleophile, is it not? So SO3Na. So which is a nucleophile. So what is that? Acetaldehyde bisulfite. Acetaldehyde bisulfite. Okay. Let me see with acetone. Even ketone as carbonyl group. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So this is nothing but acetone, which belongs to ketone family. They belong to ketone family. So when one of the electron pair is shifted towards oxygen, carbon will have a partial positive charge, not oxygen will have a partial negative charge. So what is that you will be getting? CH3, CO negative, again CH3, carbon will be electron deficient. So this is electron deficient carbon. So what will happen? So here we are going to add nucleophile here. So SO3Na, so which is a nucleophile which will attack the electron deficient carbon. Hydrogen is added to oxygen here. What is the compound we are getting here? CH3, COH one side, towards the other side CH3. So towards carbon, this what is that? SO3Na is moving towards carbon, thereby forming a nucleophilic addition product. So CH, what is the name of this compound? As acetone is the parent, we are getting acetone bisulfite. Acetone bisulfite. Okay. The next one, we are going to talk about benzaldehyde. C6H5, C double bond O, hydrogen. So we are going to see how the nucleophile is attached with carbon. Okay. So here one of the lone pair is shifted towards oxygen. As a result, you will get C6H5, CO negative, and hydrogen. Carbon will be electron deficient. So what is the name of this compound? Benzaldehyde, which is an aromatic aldehyde. Benzaldehyde, which is an aromatic aldehyde. Benzaldehyde, which is an aromatic aldehyde. Okay. See the electron deficient carbon. So this is electron deficient carbon. Electron deficient carbon. Let me see the nucleophile, how it is attacking the electron deficient carbon. Okay, this is electron deficient. So this is nucleophile which attacks the electron deficient carbon. This hydrogen is added to oxygen. So what is the compound we are getting here? C6H5, okay, carbon, OH, and towards the other side hydrogen is there. Towards the other side you will have SO3Na. So what is the name of this compound? As the parent is benzaldehyde, what is the product we are getting here? Benzaldehyde bisulfite. Benzaldehyde bisulfite. Benzaldehyde bisulfite. So we have discussed one more nucleophilic addition reaction with sodium bisulfite. With acetaldehyde I got acetaldehyde bisulfite. With acetone I got acetone bisulfite. With benzaldehyde I got benzaldehyde bisulfite. The next one we are going to talk about Grignard addition. Grignard addition. What is Grignard addition? Addition of Grignard reagent. Addition of Grignard reagent to carbonyl group. Addition of Grignard reagent to aldehydes and ketones. Okay. What is general formula for Grignard reagent? General formula for Grignard reagent. General formula for Grignard reagent is RMgX. What is this R? R can be alkyl or aryl group. Alkyl or aryl group. Alkyl or aryl group. And magnesium, which is a metal. And X is a halogen. X is a halogen. So X is a halogen which can be chlorine, bromine or iodine. This can be otherwise called as, what is that? Organometallic compound. This can be otherwise called as organometallic compound. Other name for Grignard reagent, we can call it as organometallic compound. Okay. Let me see how this Grignard reagent attacks the carbonyl group in aldehydes and ketones. This is also coming under nucleophilic addition reactions. So let me see the reaction now. For example, this is actually formaldehyde, which is an aldehyde, formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, which is an aldehydic group, aldehyde which belongs to aldehyde family, formaldehyde. Okay, it reacts with Grignard reagent CH3MgI, which is a Grignard reagent. Okay, here this is, what is that, positive, and CH3 is negative. So the CH3 which is negative, so what will happen? Actually the bond is shifted towards oxygen, one of the electron pair is shifted towards oxygen because oxygen is highly electronegative. So it pulls the bonded pair of electron towards itself. So what is that we are getting here? So HCO negative towards other side hydrogen, carbon is electron deficient. So this is electron deficient carbon. Electron deficient carbon. So it is ready to get the electron pair. It needs electron pair. So who is giving electron pair? From Grignard reagent, this methyl group. So this is positive and this is negative. So this negative will go and attack the carbon. This positive will go and attack the oxygen, which is negative in nature. So write down now. What is the adduct we are getting here? Additional compound adduct. So HCH will come acetase. When MgI is added to oxygen, it becomes OMgI. Okay. Towards the other side, what is that we are adding? CH3. So we are getting, what is that, adduct, unstable adduct. We are getting an unstable adduct addition compound, addition, what is the intermediate we can say? Unstable adduct we are getting. Next step, it undergoes hydrolysis. It undergoes hydrolysis. So rearrange the compound now. So I am adding water. So rearrange the compound CH3. Okay. This carbon has 2 hydrogen. You combine it CH2. Okay. Oxygen is free here. 1 hydrogen is removed from here and added with oxygen. So you will be getting OH. So already oxygen is there, 1 hydrogen from water is removed and added with oxygen becomes OH, and rearrange the compound CH3 I have written. This carbon has 2 hydrogen, I have combined it and written as CH2. Oxygen is here, remove 1 hydrogen from water and add to oxygen, it becomes OH. So what is the name of this compound? Ethanol, which is a primary alcohol. Which is a primary alcohol. So using formaldehyde and Grignard reagent. So when you use formaldehyde and Grignard reagent, what is the compound I am getting here? Primary alcohol, which is an ethanol. So formaldehyde I have taken, I have added Grignard reagent, this is CH3 MgI, where MgI is positive, CH3 is negative. So the CH3 which is negative will attack the electron deficient carbon towards the other side, because carbon is having a positive charge here. So it eagerly waits for the electron pair. So CH3 will go and attack the carbon towards the other side. You will be getting an unstable adduct. You will be getting an adduct, which is an intermediate unstable compound. The next step, it undergoes hydrolysis. So we are adding water in the presence of an acid. So how the compound is splitting? CH3 you write acetate. This carbon has 2 hydrogen, you combine it and write as CH2. Oxygen is there, 1 hydrogen is removed from water and added to oxygen, it becomes an ethanol. What is a byproduct we are getting here? One side magnesium is there, iodine is there one side, towards the other side OH is also there. So this is, what is that? Once again it is a byproduct. So which is an unstable byproduct. So this is with formaldehyde. The same Grignard reagent if you add with acetaldehyde. If it is acetaldehyde plus Grignard reagent, already I told you CH3 is negative here and MgI is positive. And one of the electron pair is shifted towards oxygen. So what is that we are getting here? CH3, CH. Oxygen will have a negative charge, carbon is electron deficient. So this is electron deficient carbon. This is electron deficient carbon. So what is the next step? It undergoes, what is that? We are adding CH3 MgI. So this negative is attached to carbon and this MgI is attached to oxygen. So what is that we are getting here? CH3, CH, okay, OMgI one side, towards the other side CH3. So what is this actually? It is an unstable adduct. Unstable adduct. Next step, it undergoes hydrolysis. It undergoes hydrolysis. I am adding water in the presence of an acid. So I am adding water in the presence of an acid. Rearrange the compound. CH3, okay. CH is there, you write CH, okay. One more CH3 is also there, you write one more CH3. Towards the other side you see, oxygen is there, and remove one hydrogen from water and add with oxygen, it becomes OH. And what is remaining? Mg is there, and iodine is there one side, and towards the other side there is one OH is there. Again you will be getting an unstable byproduct. So what is the compound I am getting here? Isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol, which is a secondary alcohol. With formaldehyde I got primary alcohol, with Grignard reagent, whereas with acetaldehyde and Grignard reagent, I got a secondary alcohol. So I am getting an unstable adduct. The next step, it undergoes hydrolysis. So I am getting a product as, what is that, isopropyl alcohol, which is a secondary alcohol. The next one we will see with acetone. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So it reacts with Grignard reagent, CH3 MgI. Okay. When one of the bond is shifted towards oxygen, what will be there? CH3, C, O negative, CH3. Carbon is electron deficient. So this carbon is electron deficient carbon. Electron deficient carbon, it needs electrons. So nucleophile is ready to attack the carbon. CH3 MgI, which is a Grignard reagent. Okay, CH3 is negative, MgI is positive. So the CH3 will attack the carbon, this MgI will attack the oxygen. So what is that you will be getting? You will be getting an unstable adduct. CH3, C, CH3. One side you will have OMgI, towards the other side you will have, what is that, one more CH3. So you will be getting unstable adduct. Unstable adduct. Next step, this unstable adduct undergoes hydrolysis in the presence of an acid. So what is that we are getting here? Split the compound. Carbon will be in the center. So carbon will be in the center. Here one CH3, okay. Another CH3, okay. One more CH3 is also there. So one hydrogen is removed from water and added to oxygen. So what is that you will be getting? OH. What is remaining? Magnesium is there, iodine is there, and OH is there. You write it as unstable compound, Mg, OH and I, which is an unstable compound. So what is the main compound I am getting here? I am getting tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol, which is a tertiary alcohol, which is a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so we have talked about the Grignard addition. In the first case, I have added Grignard reagent to formaldehyde. I got the unstable adduct, which on hydrolysis gave what is the primary alcohol, and with acetone, with acetaldehyde and Grignard reagent, I got a unstable adduct, which on hydrolysis gave secondary alcohol, whereas when I took acetone and added Grignard reagent, I got an unstable adduct, which on hydrolysis in the next step, I got tertiary alcohol. So these, what is that, you would have studied under alcohol, phenol and ether in the previous lesson. This reaction you would have studied under the preparation of alcohol. So with Grignard reagent, using Grignard reagent, we can prepare primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol when this Grignard reagent is added with formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and acetone. So today we have seen the first three different, what is that, nucleophilic addition reactions. I have taken three different, what is the species. One is hydrogen cyanide, the next one is sodium bisulfite, the next one I have started with Grignard reagent. One set of nucleophilic addition reactions are over. We are going to see some other reactions of carbonyl compounds in the next lesson. Thank you children. If you like this video, you please click the subscribe button. You will get the latest updates of our online lessons.